Hi guys, today is the first day of Ramadan in the Middle East, and I wanted to just share some information with you about Ramadan. What is Ramadan? Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic calendar, and it is believed that this is the time Allah gave the first chapter of the Quran to the Prophet Muhammad. When does Ramadan begins? Well, actually, there's no fixed date for Ramadan. As long as it is in the 9th month, the date changes each year. So it always begins at the first moon sighting and continues for the next 30 days. Ramadan is a time of self-improvement. It's a time of self-reflection. This is the time where they spend most of their time teaching about Islam. And so that is how they started fasting. And they fast from dawn until sunset. What happens during that time? During that time between dawn and sunset, there should be no eating, no drinking of any liquid, and that includes water as well. Yes, it does include water. So no eating, no drinking of any liquid. They also refrain from sexual activities, and during that time between sunset and dawn, they also refrain from smoking cigarettes. What else happened during Ramadan? Because Ramadan is the only month of the Islamic world, there is normally no cussing, no chewing of gums, no swearing, no gossiping, no fighting. People are just peaceful, and I mean it's normally peaceful, so imagine during Ramadan it is extra peaceful. Yep. At the end of Ramadan, there is normally a grand festival, and this is where families will decorate their homes and have the exchange of gifts, and they get to visit family and friends. And it's normally a 3-day celebration of spending quality times with friends and families. The three most important reasons why they fast is to improve self, give back to the less fortunate, and to spend more time and devotion reading the Quran, and self-discipline in its entirety. Now, people who are exempt from fasting, those that are severely ill and have to take medications, those people don't normally fast. And if you're pregnant or you're breastfeeding, and if you're on menstruation, for those ladies, and that's pretty much it. Those persons are not allowed to fast. To break the fasting, what normally happens is that there is a prayer at sunset, and after that they normally eat a date and drink milk. I am not really sure why, but I will probably have to ask my Muslim colleagues why they do so. But that is normally what happens, and after that they have a big dinner, and that dinner is called iftar. And I'm going to show you what my first iftar was like during Ramadan last year. Now, you may be asking yourself, what happened to the Western people that live here during this time? Now, restaurants are normally closed, and you are only allowed to do deliveries. And so we normally stay inside, or if we're going to work, we go to work and we come back home, and we're not allowed to walk around with any food that is exposed. not even water. So you have to have those in some bags or containers that they're not easily visible to the public. And what else happened? Normally during that time, some Western people would decide to fast, and so we'll just be respectful and be mindful of the situations that are currently happening, and we would not eat and spend some time closer to our God and pray just the same like the Muslims will do. Yeah. During Ramadan, the Western people normally enjoy going to the mall. Why? Because there's a lot of sales and you have a lot of discounts in restaurants and clothes stores. So if you like going to Adidas, Puma, Nike, whatever it is, it don't have to be brand stores, but every single store on the malls are having sale. And I'm not talking about just 5% sale. I'm talking about 70% sale, 80% sale, 50% sale. So it's a good time to shop for your relatives and friends back home, so you can actually bring something for them in summer. What happened is that last year I bought some dates for my family, and it wasn't the regular plain dates. It was dates, chocolate dates, and it was really nice. So you can always try something from different culture. It was really nice, and at first I didn't want to try it, but it's really nice. And I think this year I'm going to have a lot of dates, chocolate dates, honey dates. There's a lot of different varieties of dates available in the UAE. Give it a try, guys. Now, with the coronavirus, COVID-19, currently in the UAE, things have changed significantly. There won't be any iftar meals available, and so the gathering size is down to 10. Iftar is normally this grand meal, as I said before, and a lot of places would normally have free meals. So there would normally be a lot of free meals around the place. For example, at the Grand Mosque, they had maybe like 60,000 people last year on one given night for iftar. So it's normally a grand dinner. And because Ramadan is about giving back, this is how they normally give back, by having free meals for the entire days of Ramadan, all the 30 days of Ramadan. Every single night of Ramadan, they would have free meals available. It doesn't matter if you are Christian, if you are Muslim, if you are Hindu, it doesn't matter. Free meals are available for every single body living in the UAE, right? So they'll normally set up these large tents, and you could just go there, turn up for meal and eat. Yeah. So for me, my first Ramadan last year that I experienced, it was maybe the first 3 days, it was a little challenging for me, because I'm always eating and I'm always going around with something to eat, and so it was kind of difficult to make the adjustment at first. But after that, maybe like day 8, it was really good. It was pretty good, because I was at work and I was having classes and we had a shorter break time, and so there wasn't any time for you to really get to eat something. You would just have a short break in between classes, and so with nobody around you eating, you wouldn't have food on your mind, so it became something that was easy for you to do. And so I would say Ramadan is not a punishment, and if you're in the UAE and you're not a Muslim, it's something that you can actually try. It actually give you or teach you some self-discipline and self-control, and how to actually give back to the less fortunate people who don't really have much. And I would like to use this opportunity to say Ramadan Kareem to all my Muslim friends out there and my Muslim colleagues. What does Ramadan Kareem mean? It means I am wishing for them a blessed Ramadan. A Ramadan that is filled with blessings on top of blessings on top of blessings, blessings and more blessings. So Ramadan Kareem. So guys, happy Ramadan, and do enjoy your next 30 days of fasting. And for all those first timers in the UAE, this is your first Ramadan. You may not get to really experience the true Ramadan style in the UAE, but don't worry, you will always have a second experience, and before you know it, COVID-19 will be over and you'll get to truly enjoy Ramadan in its full essence. Bye, until next time. It's your girl Tamika. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section below and turn on those notification bells. Bye. I hope this session was really informative and you actually learned something today.